Alrighty, let's move on to the Rams and the Colts. And folks, the time has officially came, folks. The time has officially come. Unfortunately, we didn't want this time to come, but the time has officially come. Alrighty, folks, we bought into Carson Wentz this offseason. As soon as he was signed here to the Colts, we claimed this Colts team as Super Bowl champions, that Carson Wentz would return to form, would really kind of prove what he's truly made of as a quarterback, stay healthy, and win a ring here. Lead a team where he's actively participating through every single game and the playoff games and the Super Bowl to win the ring. That's what we were kind of buying into this entire offseason. Then training camp came, and we set our training camp narrative that we didn't even want to see Carson Wentz get injured, not even a small tweak. We wanted to see nothing. And then came the ankle injury, the foot injury, and then we were 100% off on Carson Wentz. But then the following day, they said it was kind of a pre-existing injury, so we bought Carson Wentz back a little bit. We were like, all right, this isn't a new injury. This is an old injury that just kind of came to its breaking point where you have to do something about it. So we bought back into Carson Wentz kind of about 100%. But now Carson Wentz back out injured week 2. We are 100% off of Carson Wentz. We are done with him. He is not reliable anymore. We gave him the benefit of the doubt. He used all of his free passes that we were giving him. He is 100% done in our book. We are 100% selling Carson Wentz with no return policy. We will not rebuy Carson Wentz. We are 100% done on Carson Wentz. Ankle injury takes him out of the game, brings in Jacob Eason for basically the game-winning drive, and we know that's not going to do anything. We saw Jacob Eason, and who was the other quarterback that was kind of vying for position if Carson Wentz wasn't able to go the first couple of weeks. Jacob Eason and Sam Ehlinger, both of them really not good in preseason. We watched all of them, all their throws basically, and we were like, yeah, they need Carson Wentz back bad, big time. They cannot let that man miss week 1, and he didn't, but he's going to, he missed half of the game in week 2 here. So we are no longer buying Carson Wentz. We are no longer sticking to our pick of the Colts as Super Bowl champions. We will go to who they are facing in the Super Bowl, which is the Rams, and we will now from here on out, from week 2 on, from the end of week 2 on, we are saying that the Rams are the new Super Bowl champions. So 1 trillion, 1,000, there's not even a number. We're done with Carson Wentz. That's it. We're done with him. We're done. We are done. You want to get injured in a competitive game where you need to be in and kind of lead your team to not go down 0-2 this season, to not start the season 0-2, and you give us an injury? You give us an injury? Come on, you couldn't even give us a bad performance. I would have taken a bad performance. I would have taken, laying an egg, throwing a pick 6 on the 1 yard line when you could have won the game. That's what I would have taken over you getting injured. So Carson Wentz, goodbye. We tried to buy you. We tried to give you every single benefit of the doubt. We wanted to buy into him so bad. You can track us, folks. It's in the archives, folks. We record and post every single episode. Check all of our episodes from the off season. We were trying to give Carson Wentz the hype, the love, all the excuses of why he floundered last season in Philadelphia. We were kind of telling you why and all that, making excuses for him, and this is how he repays us, folks. 1 trillion% out. Never buying back in on Carson Wentz. It's done. It is over. He will always be injured. He is never reliable, and you flounder in a huge game right here. One of the best games of the weekend. I'll call it that. Absolutely. Rams-Colts, fantastic game. And Carson Wentz goes down, and his team loses because of it. So, out on Carson Wentz, folks. Let's start here with the Rams and Matthew Stafford. And man, oh man, I mean, this Rams team just seems like they can score at will. Whenever they're put in a bad situation where they need to score, they score the ball. I mean, you've got to give so much credit to Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford for the sheer genius and great execution of the offense, but then you've just got to give them credit for just the sheer urgency here, folks. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look at kind of how the scoring went through this game, and you'll definitely see what we mean. So here we go. First drive for the Colts results in a turnover on downs, but first drive of the game for the Rams on the road, you need to kind of set the tempo. They go up 7-0, bingo, bango, 8 plays, 90 yards, 5 minutes. Matthew Stafford slinging the ball all over the field, and it results into 7 points. Then the Colts respond with a field goal, making it 7-3. And then the Rams throw an interception. Oh, no. But then the defense comes up big and gets an interception on their own. And then the offense is like, we're not going to do that again. They score a field goal. The Colts score a field goal at the end of the second quarter, going into halftime 10-6. What do the Rams do right out of the gate? Score another touchdown. First drive out of halftime. They set the tone. Another touchdown, 7 plays, 74 yards, making it 17-6. Then they both punt. Colts punt, then the Rams punt. But then the Colts on their next drive, they score a touchdown, making it 17-14. The Rams struggling here. They have to punt. The Colts have to punt. Then the Rams fumble the ball, and it's a fumble 6. So now they're down. They are down in the fourth quarter. What do we got? We got 14 minutes in the fourth quarter, and they are down 21-17. But the Rams and Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford, they say, okay, we need a touchdown. We're down 4 points. We can't just settle for the field goal. Okay, 4 plays, 70 yards, 2 minutes, back on top, 24-21. And then the Colts go down and score a field goal, tying the game 24-24. So what do you think Sean McVay and the Rams do? They're like, oh, we need points? We got points. Go down, 12 plays, 55 yards, chewing off 5 minutes off the clock, leaving how much time left? All right, leaving 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in the game. They go up 27-24, and then the defense really kind of puts it on ice. They pick off Jacob Eason. Of course they would. And then basically run out the clock, and they win by 3 there. So, I mean, you just got to give credit to this Rams team. They score when they truly need to score. They don't blink in the times of adversity, in the time of do or die, and they go out there and get it done. So this Rams team is truly, truly impressive. One of the best offenses in this league, and we've got the Rams, the Chiefs, and the Bucs offense, and this is a true competitor here with the Rams. Give them their credit. So let's start talking about some stats here. We got Matthew Stafford going 19 of 30. Only 63%, which is definitely light, but he slung it around for 278 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, unfortunately. Luckily, the interception led to another interception, so Matthew Stafford gets bailed out there. Fantastic. But once again, the defense bailing out the offense. I mean, this is a true complement team here. The offense is just as good as the defense, folks. It's truly great all around. So Matthew Stafford, another great performance right here. His second game with the Rams, still getting it done, winning on the road. All right, the running backs, Darrell Henderson, 13 carries for 53 yards and a touchdown. He was getting it done. Sony Michel, 10 carries, 46 yards. Fantastic. Running back by committee here, putting up the runs, 23 yards or 23 carries combined. Once again, we're going back to the Jaguars. Why are y'all not running the ball as many times as this Rams team when you have a less great quarterback? Matthew Stafford's way better than Trevor Lawrence, obviously. So there's no reason why these teams should be, throwing their quarterbacks into the fire. Matthew Stafford's only throwing the ball 30 times. There is no reason why Trevor Lawrence should be throwing the ball 33 times, folks. There's no reason for it. All right, so the running attack was good. The passing game was good. Let's see who Matthew Stafford was throwing to. Cooper Kupp, 9 receptions for 163 yards and 2 touchdowns. Fantastic. Robert Woods, 5 carries for 64 yards. So Matthew Stafford is just going to his wide receiver weapons, isn't dinking and dunking to the running games or even utilizing his tight ends. He's like, nah, let me just get the receivers. They get paid to do that? Yeah, I'm going to just go to them. Yeah, y'all go deep. There we go. 163 yards for Cooper Kupp. So Matthew Stafford slinging the ball around. These receivers can catch the ball. They're putting up the points. They're winning the games. They're clutching it up. This Rams team, folks, absolutely fantastic. All right, now the Colts, and he who shall never be named ever again in our studio, Carson Wentz. What do we call this dude? Like, what do we have to call this man? I'll think of a nickname. He will have a new nickname by tomorrow. Well, I mean, I don't want to steal the one from Skip Bayless. It is a good one. Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz. So that's a pretty good one. I won't lie. It's a good one by Skip Bayless there. But we got to think of our own. It's not coming at the top of my head, I'll tell you that. Carson Wowza. Wow, wowza. You go into it's like Carson Wentz goes into to meet a new doctor, and he's going over his medical history, and after he flips like 3 pages of injury, he's like, Carson, wowza, looking at his charts, wowza. Nice to meet you, Carson, wowza. Wow, you injured this many times? You need some milk. Damn. Carson Wentz, get some milk in your system. Jeez Louise. But we'll think of his new nickname. Here we go. Carson Wentz goes 20 of 31. 64% completion percentage. It's good. It's serviceable. I'll take it. But the injuries, we can't. 247 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. His interception resulted into 3 points. His defense could not bail him out, unfortunately, on his interception. So Carson Wentz, unfortunate. An all-around good game, unfortunate with the injury. All right, the running back by committee here, Jonathan Taylor, 15 carries for 51 yards. Carson Wentz ran the ball 5 times for 37 yards. And then we got Marlon Mack, 5 carries for 16 yards. And why is Nyheim Hines only getting 1 carry? What the hell is that? 1 carry for 5 yards. Get that man some more carries up there. Damn it. Especially when Carson Wentz goes down, they should only be running the ball. You should only be running the ball. I would not have Jacob Eason throwing the ball 5 times. And I would definitely not have him throw the ball on that kind of game-tying, game-winning drive right there when they were down 3. I do not give that man the ball at all. We are running the ball. We will live and die by our running back by committee. The Colts did not do that, though. All right, and it was so good to watch this game because Michael Pittman Jr. truly came into his own here in this game, and that's exactly what we wanted to see. We had high buyability and believability and rootability here for Michael Pittman, but he was truly lackluster week 1, but he got his rhythm here week 2. He goes 8 carries for 123 yards, was the leading receiver for this Colts team. Just unfortunately results in a loss and Carson Wentz being injured, but Michael Pittman Jr. will see what he can do. Hopefully he can have a good quarterback throwing to him for the rest of the season, but with Carson Wentz, you never know. Then we got Jack Doyle, their tight end, 5 carries for 64 yards. Then Zach Poshkel, 5 receptions for 38 yards and a touchdown. Mo Alley Cox, 1 catch for 18 yards. Nyheim Hines, 1 catch for 17 yards. So overall, Michael Pittman Jr. was doing the bulk of the work. Tight end was doing the second bulk of the work, and then everybody else just filling in. But overall, this Colts team, man, no Carson Wentz, no buyability, no believability. Even with Carson Wentz, like we said, we are 100% off. So we'll see how long he's going to be out for. We get this right here. Quarterback Carson Wentz is dealing with injuries to not just one ankle, but both ankles. Both ankles, folks. Are you kidding me? 2 ankles, both feet. He's breaking them. What the hell is going on? So we'll know more about the Carson Wentz injury as we progress through this week. Just quickly here, let's read this. Colts quarterback Carson Wentz will undergo further evaluation on his right ankle after injuring it in the 4th quarter of Sunday's loss to the Rams. But now we're hearing that it's both ankles. So like we said, new information is constantly coming out. It's not reported by ESPN in this article about him having both ankles kind of being injured, but per NFL Network, they do say it is both ankles. So obviously, we'll know more when tests come out. All right, so Wentz suffered the injury when he tried to scramble and was taken to the ground by Rams defensive lineman Aaron Donald on 3rd down with less than 8 minutes left in the game. And then Frank Reich said this about it, quote, "He rolled it pretty bad. I had a sense when he walked off the field, it didn't look good. Sometimes if you go back in right away when it's still warm, you can maybe gun out a few more plays. The longer we were off the field, it stiffened up, and he tried, but there was no chance." So this is not looking good for Carson Wentz, folks. Like we said, it's just too much. It's just too much. It's unfortunate. Like, I don't want to. I'm not, I'm not getting any joy out of being 100% off of Carson Wentz, but this is what it's come to. How are we just going to keep buying into him and waiting around and waiting around and waiting around? I mean, at some point, we're going to cut you off. We're going to give you all the benefit of the doubt. I mean, that's what we do, folks. I mean, we don't instantly write you off. Just talk about Cam Newton. We gave him all last season buying into him, and then even this season, we were taking it slowly but surely, and we never really wanted to be 100% off of Cam Newton. We were always kind of hovering about 1 to 5% buyability into Cam Newton, and then obviously when he was cut, we were 100% off of him, but we give y'all the opportunities. I mean, we do not just write you off after one bad play, one bad game, anything like that. We give you your opportunities. We give you, I mean, everybody cries about, oh, we need a second chance, we need a third chance, why aren't you giving me a 4th chance out here? We give give y'all that, folks. It's all recorded. It's on the record. Everything we say is on the record, folks. We give y'all the chances here, but it has come. It has come, folks. It is done. I'm done. I'm off of Carson Wentz. The injuries are a problem. They are a habit. They are a guarantee at this point. These injuries are a guarantee. Every single year, Carson Wentz will be injured. It's not when. It's not if. It's not if. It is when. When will this man get injured? Week 1, week 2, playoffs? I mean, he literally shown it could happen at any point. He got into a playoff game where he went the entire regular season, no injuries, and then he gets into the playoffs, and then bingo, bango, he's out. I mean, no more Carson Wentz. It is unfortunate. Carson Wentz, you may be able to just kind of, be here for this year. You come back maybe 1-2 weeks later, you can fill it out for the rest of this year, but the Colts will be moving off of Carson Wentz next year. Guaranteed. So Rams get the win 27-24. This was one of our picks from last night. One of our official week 2 picks. We had Rams -3.5, and unfortunately we get bit by that half a point hook. Classic as always. Always try to buy that half a point hook down if you're swallowing the points, or get that half a point hook if you're buying the points. But yeah, we get hit by that half a point hook. It happens. Unfortunate. We will still count it as a victory in our book because our thinking is right on track. Unfortunately, the half a point hook kills us, but we will still take the right. That's the right answer. I mean, this Rams team, they won the game. I mean, it was clear that they were a little bit better overall than this Colts team. I don't know if Carson Wentz would have been able to lead them down, in that kind of, final drive before he got injured, when they were down, if he would have led them back. I don't know. But I don't think they would have. But I think the Rams defense would have clamped up. But either way, Rams win by 3, 27-24.